You're listening to Vocal for Local, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.
Welcome to another edition of the show. Today, we're talking to Erwin, who owns and also, I suppose, is the head chef over at Modern Garage Kitchen and Bar. Erwin, welcome to the show.
Hi, welcome, Dave, and it's nice to see you again here. We're, holding back for a couple of weeks.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much for coming by today. I know it's not the best weather to be out and about, but I appreciate you coming by. So, for people who maybe have never heard of Modern Garage Kitchen and Bar, tell us a bit about what you do and kind of what your vision for the restaurant is.
Okay, when it comes to Modern Garage, it's go along the way for over a year to study the business. While I'm still working in other restaurant, I start up to, build my own restaurant because that's a dream for me since I was a kid because way back home in the Philippines, I start selling food through the backyard of our houses.
Oh, okay.
So that's happened. I feel like I have that entrepreneur when I was still a young and then pursuing it as I go older and working to many different restaurants too. And I got the passion and in love about the food and showing what the Filipino cuisine can offer also here, especially in Fort St. John.
Yeah, because I've been to Modern Garage a few times, I think. I know you've got your kind of usual fare. You can get your burgers and fries and stuff, but you've also got as I understand it, at least sort of twists on things, right? So
Exactly.
You take your burger and fries and maybe give it a more South Asian sort of twist, Filipino twist on it. But you also have a few dishes that are inspired by, Filipino dishes too, don't you?
Yes, the majority of our restaurant, the Modern Garage dishes, is mainly about the festive month, which is the lechon, which is the roasted pork belly.
Yes.
That's the main catch of our restaurant. I'm trying to push out most of our dishes, the lechon. We call it our lechon. In simple way, it's a roasted pork belly.
Yeah.
And I do many ways in making the lechon, not just a single piece of a lechon, which is roasted, right? So I made that kare-kare because that's one of the most popular dishes in the Philippines. But like what you said, I put the twist on it so that, you locals like white and Canadians and other countries will try those kind of food because some of the people, like I knew, they don't like some of the ingredients on that dishes. So I try to incorporate it through our sauces. I think
see.
the sauces can kick and give me a good edge in making these dishes.
I see, okay. And also, as far as I understand it, you're a restaurant and bar, but you also have tried to kind of do events there. So I believe you've had karaoke, for example, a few times. Tell us a bit about that side of the business.
Yeah, I saw many restaurants here, aside from working from other, places to places. I noticed that there's something missing in every restaurant. That's why that's one thing that I came up. As Filipino, we love karaoke.
Yeah.
I think Filipino is the major distributor of good singers. So every gatherings, we do karaoke. Aside from that, while we are having fun and drinking and eating all together in one houses or wherever celebration with us, aside from the food that we are giving. The karaoke, we do that every Friday and Saturday. And then right now, I have the private room for those people who wanted to have meetings, like a corporate meetings. I do have some regulars that they're doing it in the restaurant twice or 3 times in a month. So they are the local companies here in town also because they wanted to have private, not surrounded with other guests outside, right? So that's another thing. And I was planning also this year to do a one-catch event. You just come in the restaurant, we do everything from you. Like the birthday celebration, I was planning to do the decoration on that side also. There are some people are asking for weddings. We can do outside wedding events too. We can, bring our stuff from there. Any type of events that you guys are looking for, that's what I am aiming this year about the restaurant. I wanted to have the restaurant, they have the place that everyone can go in and they're not gonna worry anything about in preparation for the food, on inviting the inviting the guests. I'm sorry.
I see. So essentially dinner and an experience.
Experience, exactly.
Wonderful. Well, you've kind of touched on this already, Erwin. You said you've kind of been working in restaurants and making food for people really your whole life. When did you realize that this was not just something where you wanted to cook and serve people at someone else's restaurant, but you thought, I think I want to build my own and have my own vision that is distinct and sort of expresses, whatever you want to express, whether it's you or to the community and this sort of thing. When did you kind of decide that I think I want to be an entrepreneur and not just sort of a chef?
Okay. On that scenario, I had a big heart for helping people. The restaurant for me is not just being an entrepreneur. I wanted to help also the community or the other locals here who are looking for a job, because as an entrepreneur, we are giving jobs for locals, right? It's not only locals, for also, internationally, if we can get some people to go here in Canada especially. Those are the vision of, of my restaurant, and that's why I go to become an entrepreneur. It's not just because I wanted to open my own restaurant. The passion was there, it's given, but I think as we go older, we open our mind to the big community and environment of the people, which is helping the community. I think those are the best thing that I can give it here in Fort St. John. That's why I open up the business of a restaurant side here. It's hard to get people, but it's still, when you employed one person, you help them already.
Yeah.
Right.
Wonderful. All right, Erwin. Well, you're open, it looks like, from what I saw, most days for lunch and also for dinner. Tell us about kind of your hours. When can people come by and get a bite and or also do karaoke and whatnot?
All right. Yeah. Well, our operation hours, we open Monday half day only. It's like dinner service from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And then from Tuesday to Thursday, we open 10 to 11 p.m. Our last call per food is 10:30.
I see.
And then the drinks are 15 minutes before closing time. Friday and Saturday, which is those are the karaoke night, we open 11 to 11 p.m.
I see.
And then some of the Sundays, we open 11 o'clock up to 9 o'clock, which is weekends. Now some of the guests are requesting to serve us some Filipino breakfast. I serve now a Filipino breakfast, which is the tusilog, longanisa, and the tapa.
Okay, so you can go on the weekends and get a Filipino breakfast.
Yes, exactly.
Can you get eggs and bacon and that kind of thing, or is it kind of lunch fare other than the Filipino breakfast?
It's gonna be available all day if you wanted to request for those one.
Okay.
Lunch, dinner are fine because it comes with rice, egg, and the protein. Like what you said, they can customize whatever they wanted to do. Like the English breakfast, we can serve also the English breakfast.
Okay.
And also the egg Benedict. Those are the two, white breakfast that we are serving also during Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha. But it sounds like you say if you're feeling like you want to try something new, if you're someone like me, get the pork belly, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, you can head over to Modern Garage. Today you open at 11, I suppose?
Yes.
Yeah. At 10419 Alaska Road South. They're right beside the Travelodge there, kind of connected as well. And go have yourself some lunch, dinner, and an experience. Erwin, thanks for coming by and chatting with us today. It was nice to meet you.
Me too. Thank you, Dave. And nice to meet you too again here.
You're very welcome. Vocal for Local is brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.
Join us next Thursday for the next edition of Vocal for Local, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op. If you have a small business and would like to be featured for free, call us at 787-7100 or email reception@moosefm.ca.